Welcome, everybody. Happy Wednesday. How is everybody doing? Feel free to say hello in the chat. Let us know how you're doing, maybe where you're joining from. How was your long-ass weekend? I had a wonderful long-ass weekend. Greetings, Jackie. Becca says hello. Christine says happy Wednesday, Jackie and Tribe. Good morning, Lotus. Hello, Lisa. Good morning, Nicole. Nancy, hello. Hi, AJ. Hi, Rebecca. Hello, Melinda. Grand Rising, Sophia. Hi, Joe. Hi, Mimi. Hello, April. Christine says, look at you in your bright colors. I'm wearing a red sweater. This is a Harley sweater. It's got a big eagle and flames. Hello, Constance. Hello, Jessica. Joe, bloody tired. Thank God it's hump day. With the expression that you used, I'm assuming you don't live in the U.S., so I'm assuming you haven't celebrated Labor Day. I went camping this weekend. It's been a long time since I've gone on a trip, gone camping. It was magical. It was magical. Do you guys sense the weight that was taken away from me? Because I feel it. Greetings, Lori. Had a great long weekend too. Howdy, Suzanne, Rachel, and Luna. Say happy rising. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Luna. Debbie, good mornings. Hi, Becca. In a tent. We had our supplies in a tent. I slept in the bed of a truck. It was great. It was a little portal of a truck bed. Did the camping trip make you want to get the RV even more? Hell yeah. Lots of communication about that this weekend. Lots of options came up. Lots of ideas came up. Yeah, things are changing rapidly when it comes to that whole dream, but abso-freaking-lutely am I going to be in an RV before winter. That's what I feel. So we'll see how it happens. I'm open to suggestions. I'm changing my plans. It's fun. It's good. I got options. Grand Rising, Christine. Joe in Austria? Are you in Austria? Hello, Goddess. Good day. Sophia says, tuning in from the beautiful tiny cabin I've got to live in for this week. Yoga, meditation, sauna, and a cold shower to start the day. Feeling so loved. That's great, Sophia. Love it, love it. Lisa had the strangest weekend. I went to my late aunt and uncle's house to collect some personal items and found 3 lots of people's ashes. No idea who they are, but couldn't leave them as house clearance is coming in. So I have 3 extra people in my home that I will scatter somewhere nice soon. Interesting. Very interesting. Interesting. Maya, your sun and rising is in Cancer, so let's see how Mars is going to impact you. Hi, Jenny. She says, hi, Jackie and everybody. Curious about this. My Mars is in Cancer. So is mine. That means we're about to have our Mars returns. And Jenny's got that Virgo stellium. Oh, Joe's in Australia. Cool. Welcome, Joe. Australia. One day. Vicky, good morning. Tuning in from a possible new home in North Carolina. Cool. Let's see how that goes for you. Let's see how that goes for you. So today we're here to talk about Mars entering Cancer. Oh, by the way, if this is your first time, if you don't know who I am, my name is Jacqui Mancuso. Today we're here to talk about astrology. I'm going to tell you what it means to have Mars in Cancer, because Mars will be moving through Cancer. And then we're going to pull some oracle cards to see how we can best utilize these energies that are available to us. I do this here on Insight Timer a couple times a week. So if you like what you hear today, maybe follow me. If you like what you hear today and you want to re-listen to it, search my name on YouTube. I record all these and I post them up. So if you ever want to do some research, you can go back and listen to everything we talked about before. So Mars enters Cancer later today, Wednesday, September 4th. Mars will remain in Cancer this time for 2 months. So Mars will be in Cancer until November 4th. Additionally, next year, Mars will retrograde back into Cancer in January, and he will completely end his time in Cancer in April of 2025. So these next 2 months will be sort of a preview of how your motivation might look for the first 4 months of 2025. Mars is the planet of action. Mars dictates how we are driven, what drives us, what motivates us, where our ambitions are fueled from. Jacqui just said, can anyone see or hear Jacqui? And I'm going to pause to make sure that y'all can see and hear me before I keep blabbing. Okay, Jessica says yes. Okay. So Mars dictates what drives us. Mars has been in Gemini since July 21st. In Gemini, our motivation, our drive to act, has been fueled by ideas. Gemini represents the mind. Gemini is also choices and options. So having Mars in Gemini since July 21st could have felt like not knowing how to streamline your energy. It could have felt a lot like, today I want to try this, but later today I want to work on this, then tomorrow I'll go this way. Mars in Gemini can feel very confusing. But now that Mars is entering Cancer, we're going to feel a shift in what motivates us. And as I was making my notes, I could not stop seeing the Chariot card. In the tarot, the Chariot card is the card associated with Cancer energy. And this always sort of like tripped me up. I couldn't like link Cancer with the Chariot, but the Chariot feels to me like Mars in Cancer. The Chariot is a very action-based card. The traditional Rider-Waite, like the tarot that everybody knows, the go-to traditional tarot, it has an image of a white sphinx and a black sphinx pulling a man on a chariot. In other tarot decks, the animals that pull the chariot tend to change, but there's always one white and one black. So this Chariot card represents using opposing forces to pull you toward your goal. Cancer is a cardinal water sign. So Cancer is highly emotional, a highly intuitive sign, water. The cardinal energy associated with Cancer suggests that Cancer feels the feelings, but then does something with them, does something about them. Which brings me back to the Chariot card. This man is harnessing his desired emotions, the white animal, alongside his undesired emotions, the black animal. So this chariot is being pulled by both desired emotions and undesired emotions. The man driving the chariot is controlling both of them in order to carry him towards his ultimate goal. So Mars in Cancer for the next 2 months can help you move towards what you truly desire if you're willing to look at both what you're running towards and what you're running away from. I've been toying with that concept a lot lately. I've been feeling very fast, very flighty almost. I feel like I'm running. I feel like I'm flying, honestly, recent months. And the question has been coming up, are you running towards something or are you running away from something? And isn't the answer always both? If you're running towards something, you have to be leaving something behind, right? So which have you been more focused on? Mars in Cancer can help you unite those opposing energies to bring more power to your wheels, to add more fuel to your motivation. Mars in Cancer is motivated by feeling, motivated by instinct, motivated by intuition. So especially September, October, first few days of November, that feeling of, I don't know why I need to do this, but I just know I need to do this, might be on your mind, on your motivation. Jess says, totally. Diane says, ooh, that's good. So that might be something to sit with, to journal about as Mars is entering Cancer. What am I running towards? What am I running away from? Where is my fuel coming from? Which one gives me more fuel? Just a quick announcement to those who are on my email list. I've been sending a few emails out about the application to work one-on-one with me for coaching for the next 3 months. Today is the last day to submit that application. So I'm going to be sending out a final reminder email later today. But I'm going to be creating my next round of coaching clients over the next few days. So if you're not on my email list and you might be interested in working with me for the next 3 months, my Linktree, Insight Timer bio, Linktree. It has the link for both to sign up for my email list, as well as the link for the original email that was sent out a few weeks ago with information about working one-on-one with me. So just letting you know about that. Vicky says that's exactly how I feel. Opposing emotions. Yeah, and while Mars was moving through Gemini, it could have been opposing thoughts, right? These can be more thought forms that were driving us. Now Mars is moving into Cancer, so it could be these opposing emotions, right? So we're going to use the cards. I have 2 different decks, and we're going to ask 2 different questions. The first deck that we're going to use is Ask Your Guides, an oldie but a goodie. I think this might be my first ever Oracle deck. And we're going to ask, this is a lengthy question, so I'm going to say it once, and then I'm just going to abbreviate it every time I do it. Which emotions does Mars in Cancer hope you'll harness to move towards your end goal? Which emotions does Mars in Cancer hope you'll harness to move towards your end goal? Thank you, Jess. Jess says, unrelated, your hair looks great today. Thanks. This is not AM shower Jacqui. This is last night shower Jacqui. So obviously the shower filter is working. You guys are awesome. This is feeling more and more like a talk show, less and less like a astrology description, fancy professional dealio. This is feeling more and more like, hey, this is my life. You want to hang out with me? Christine thought the same actually about your hair. We'll see if this reading leads me towards it. I'll share about my weekend because I had a big weekend. But we're asking, which emotions are asking to be harnessed? And when I say harnessed, I mean brought together. Which emotions are asking to be put on the same sled? Like I'm feeling like mush, like sled dog, like what's that called? I feel like there's a word that I'm not finding right now. When you got the huskies on the snow and they're going dog sledding, that's what I'm feeling, is like you have all these multiple different, like you have your anger here and you have your sadness over here and you have your excitement here and you have your passion here, and they're all taking you to one place. So which emotions are asking to be harnessed? Feel free to send your energy into this deck. We always do group readings. The whole reading is for you. However, I will let the 3 cards fall out of this deck, and I like to play with our intuition. So I'll show you the backs of the 3 cards after they fall out, and then see if any of the cards speak louder to you. Like Jennifer right now says that 1 is screaming at me. So perhaps 1 for Jennifer holds the strongest message, right? When you play with your intuition, I advise you to detach from anything you've ever learned about someone else's intuition, because you are special as you, and you are the only person who has access to your intuition, and they are, it can be different than anyone else that you've ever heard of before, you know? Like, not everyone gets chills, not everyone gets a ringing in their ear, not everyone has freaking visions or whatever. And the less you attach to what you think intuition is, the more you're able to find your own way of knowing. So I'll show you the backs of the 3 cards. Notice if anything feels like it's your card. And if you feel nothing, then just take the whole reading with equal value. And then I'll show you the backs of the 3 cards. Let us know in the chat which cards are resonating with you. Which emotions are we harnessing to move towards our end goal? Here's the back of card number 1. The back of card number 2. And the back of card number 3. Let us know in the chat which cards are resonating. There's 108 here, 108 here. We like that number. And not to be weird, I have to say this. When I held up card number 2, there was a face in the little like dancy circles on the bottom. You know how like all your faces are dancing along the bottom. Super strong, so I clicked on it. Elizabeth from Texas, card number 2 was just like, yes. So just saying, that doesn't happen very often, and I had to say that out loud. So let's see. Jennifer says 1 is screaming at me. Jackie 3, Nancy 3, Rachel 5. So we'll see. Ooh, okay, yep, 5 means something with these. Good morning, Kat. Nicole 1 and 3, Constance 3, Joe 2, Ning 2, Katrine 2, April 3, M 2 and 3, Leanne 2, Jennifer 1 the strongest, 2, and no on 3. Interesting. Ray 3, Cat 3, Lotus 2. Elisa says you froze for a minute on 1, and I feel like whatever that is, I'm supposed to slow. Cool. Jenny says 3. Number 2 makes me want to fall asleep. I wonder what that means. Oh, Elisa, I'm supposed to slow down in it. Cool, cool, cool. Christine, 2, 1, 3. Lori, 1. Christine, 1 out of focus. 2 got a text. 3 itch. Interesting. Lisa, 1. April, 1 and 2. Joe, cat kicked paws at 2. Interesting. Melinda says hi to Elizabeth. That's awesome, says Elizabeth. April, 3. Jennifer says, good morning, Jackie. And Room came in at 3. Awesome. Mimi, 3. I saw a light reflection. Becca, 2. The glare of the card created a flash. Like that. Jess, 1. It felt like a building up anticipation. And 3 is a release. Cool. Interesting. Leah, 2 and 3. Melinda, all 3 for me today. Ray, now I'm feeling 2. And AJ's gonna say all 3 for me. Card number 1 for me felt like a, did you guys feel that? Sigh. Sigh. Card number 1, we're asking which emotions are we harnessing for the next 2 months to bring us to our end goal? Card number 1 is card number 44, devotion, and look, it's the card back. I love when we get these like special cards. So card number 1 is card number 44. The message is devotion, and this comes from our nature spirits. The key words for this card are inspiration, contemplation, nature, faith. The presence of God is everywhere. So if you feel disconnected from the divine, you are the one who left. Your nature spirits are beckoning you back to a place of awareness that reconnects you to your source. Do not allow your mind to isolate you in fear or get stuck dwelling on misery. Instead, go outside and take in the natural world, which is a beautiful gift for you to enjoy. See the divine all around you. Focus on the beauty, power, and holiness that nature affirms. Humbly surrender to this greatest of forces present in all things, including you. Your nature spirit's message: breathe in the divine. You are God, and God is in you. So one of the feelings that we're meant to harness is your divinity, the sense that there's magic everywhere, right? Nature proves the magical ease of life. Nature just happens. Nature doesn't effort. One of my favorite taglines lately is life is supposed to be easy, and nature can prove that to you. If you feel like that is a farce, if you're shaking your fist at me when I say life is supposed to be easy, go watch nature. It takes patience, it takes time, right? The season doesn't happen when you want the season to happen. When the time comes in the cycle, the leaves fall. And then when the time comes in the cycle, the ground freezes. And then when the time comes in the cycle, the flowers bloom again. So what emotions are you harnessing? The peace and serenity that comes from nature, the calmness knowing that whatever it is that you're desiring is happening. That's what I feel from this. That like trust in the magic. And I'm noticing the 3 stars on this card. 3 of the 4 corners have stars. I wonder what that is all about. Yeah, interesting. Life as a love prayer, says Sophia. Hello, Elena. Kiana, hello, Jackie, and soulmates, right on time. I pulled this card last night. Of course you did. Nicole says just in time for fall. Very inspiring time for me. Something about this time of year, I've been obsessed with the changing leaves in a different way. Like I've been bringing them inside and taking pictures of them because I want them to maybe be part of my sleeve. I don't know. The concept of how the leaves are changing this year is really pulling me in a different way than ever. Jess loves this. Lisa says this card sounds like a conversation I was having with someone this morning. Love it. Christine loves this card. This speaks to me. Love your interpretation too. Melinda, I just heard that exact message last night from another teacher. Life is supposed to be easy. Trust. Yeah, I agree. Love it. All right, card number 2. Which emotions are we harnessing in order to go towards our end goal? Suzanne says acorns are dropping rapidly in Wisconsin. Card number 2 is card number 50. So here's a 5. And this is self-control from our higher self. The keywords for this card are restraint, detachment, composure, relaxation. Your higher self is advising you to keep your emotions in check through these times of change and transformation. Be on guard as well against being manipulated emotionally by the fear and drama of those around you. Change is in the air, and the uncertainty at hand is stirring up a lot of anxiety and insecurity. Recognize the potential stress and choose to brave the volatile storm by remaining cool, calm, and collected. Whatever you do, don't allow yourself to succumb to the seductive and addictive appeal of high drama as a way of expending the excess adrenaline coursing through your veins. Go for a run or work out at the gym. Use your anxiety physically rather than emotionally, and protect yourself against the fear-provoking actions of others. Yes, it's difficult to face the unknown, but your higher self calmly assures you that no matter what challenges you encounter, You can handle everything beautifully if you remain detached, relaxed, and grounded. Your higher self's message: stay cool. So, which emotions are we harnessing? The self-control, but this can be harnessing those feelings of fear and anxiety that come up, because they're bound to, right? You can't ignore the whirlwind of, oh shit, when you're walking down a new path, right? You can't ignore that. So I feel like Mars in Cancer wants us to recognize those and say, you know what? I see you. I see that you're afraid. I see that you feel the uncertainty, but we got this. Let's use that feeling of fear to move towards what we want more strongly, right? Instead of having fear hold us back towards, oh, what are we losing? What are we leaving behind? Why is everything changing? Let's use that fear and anxiety to literally run towards what it is that we want. But absolutely, like, what I'm getting from this card is that they're your emotions. Don't allow the emotions of the people around you to stir you up. Because if people are used to you playing a certain role in their lives, and now all of a sudden you're changing your life, those people are going to be like, what the hell? This is a new script? You're giving me a new script? I thought we were still on this old script. I thought we were still operating this way, but now you're giving me something new. And this can stir up a lot of fear and anxiety in people who maybe have been relying on you, holding on to you because of the old you. Just interesting. Kiana, really, another card pulled last night. That's amazing. That's so funny. Christine, oh boy, I just joined a gym but don't want to go. Maybe the physical will help you release some of your anxiety, right? And a gym is going to give you so many more options. Christine, upper body options, right? Like you can do more to release with your upper body or your mid body, not necessarily your knees. Joe says, this is so true. How can that be? Wow. We must be tapped into the same place. Kiana says, definitely speaking to me, Joe. It's a lot of change going on for me. Yeah. Lisa, this resonates with my new moon intentions. Lovely. We did just have a new moon on Monday night. If you guys didn't know that, new moon happened on Monday night. New moon at 11 degrees of Virgo. Ray, that's been terrifying for me. I hear you. Amber, wow. Elizabeth, those are definitely qualities I could work on. I don't think anyone would consider me detached or relaxed. There's a reason my bubble got your attention. I am definitely working on that. And it can stem from this trust in the process. You know, like, you think it's comfortable to lose your leaves? I'm just thinking about the autumn time trees, right? Do you think it's comfortable to be covered in an icy, snowy layer to freeze for a period of time? That can bring up a lot of feelings like, oh no, here's the freeze, here we come, here we go, I don't like this, but it's going to be completed. There's something on the other side. You're going to go through it. It's just temporary. So if that can help you detach, knowing that it's all a process, it's just a cycle. We're just at a place in the cycle. Doesn't mean it's going to be like this forever. Then you might be able to detach more from the feeling of fear and anxiety, right? Joe, grounding. That's great. And grounding came up for me yesterday. Sophia, that's okay. So what if we bring discomfort? Let's grow together through it. Yeah. Amber, everybody's mad I'm changing. They're just not your people. If they are not clapping for you while you grow, they're not your people. You don't owe anybody anything. It's like I know these things, I've learned these things, but it still feels selfish to say it out loud. Not gonna lie. if you keep living for other people's expectations, you are going to sell yourself short. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to say. Suki just joined an exercise program yesterday for an outlet. That's amazing. Good on you. And my favorite thing to do, even like if I just take my dog for a walk or if I go to an exercise class, like whatever the physical movement is, set an intention. It's that easy. Life is that easy, guys. Life is supposed to be easy. While I walk, I would love to process this fear of change. Done. Walk. Watch it happen. You know? It's that easy. So Vicky says, good Lord, this is so spot on for me right now. Love it. Hi, Cecilia. Thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you. Grand Rising Rev. Nancy says, my first impulse was for all 3 cards. I should have listened. Resonating strongly. Let's see what the third one says. April definitely syncs with the Chariot energy. Move it. Move it. So yeah, harness it means move it, means look at it, means express it. Means express it. Getting it out helps it not linger. Does that make sense? Is that a phoenix on your sweater? No, it's an eagle. It's a Harley eagle. Let me see what else. Yes, I have to remind myself that I belong to number 1. Yep. Rev says, preach, Jackie. Yes, release those who don't support. It's scary because you're used to like, well, this is my support team and I'm supposed to let go of this. Because there's people who actually want to support you out there. That's the lesson I'm learning right now, and it feels great. It feels great. Sophia says, I feel that's too harsh. Some people, like everything, need more time. Give them time rather than cut them off. That's going to be a personal thing because, yes, sometimes time does heal. But how much time? How much time do you give before it is holding you back? Just a question. Hello, Andrea. A bit late. It's all good. You're always perfectly on time. But if you guys do want to watch anything that you've missed talking about astrology or the first 2 cards, search my name on YouTube. I put all these replays up there for you guys. Amber says it depends. If I've tried for years, it's probably time. Yes. Yeah. How long can you beat the dead horse, right? Love it. Rev, when you release those who don't, it leaves room for me or those who do or want. You only have so much energy that you can carry. You gotta let some stuff go in order to call in what is for you. And the detaching is difficult. Jenny says, maybe the most important thing is what you do with your own energy while you're giving them time. For sure. For sure. Andrea, no worries. People misspell my name all the time. People mispronounce my name all the time. It's funny. April, we have to honor the free will of others. I have come to accept that some choose not to heal. It's their choice. That's hard. So which other emotions are we harnessing while Mars is in Cancer in order to move us towards our end goal? Card number 3. It's card number 27. This message is deceit, and it comes from our guardian angels. The key words for this message are treachery, dishonesty, betrayal, exploitation. Mars will be in Cancer from September 4th to November 4th. Your guardian angels are present, alerting you to the fact that all isn't as it appears. Something is off, and you may be in danger. Pay close attention to what's going on around you, as well as what's going on within you. You'll soon notice that bad vibes are in the air. They signal that someone is potentially able to exploit or manipulate you in some way. So be on the alert and trust your vibes if things don't feel right. It's hard to believe, you say. That can't be. But your guardian angels remind you that treachery and deceit are subtle and difficult to see. After all, no one wants to believe that someone might hurt them. Sometimes it's a deliberate attempt to injure, but more often it's an act of self-protection at your expense. It may show up in your coworker's failure to inform you that the project deadline has changed, or your mother withholding the fact that your father was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, or even your own neglect to tell your mate that you've overspent this month and can't pay the bills. Deceit and manipulation need not be maliciously intended to occur or to be damaging. Often it's just the result of thoughtlessness or fear. Your guardian angels urge you to trust your vibes completely when it comes to your suspicions of others. Also, equally scrutinize your own deceptions. Either case leads to dead ends and disappointing outcomes. Ask your guardian angels to protect you from the deceit of others and your own temptation to deceive. Have the courage and integrity to be honest. Your guardian angel's message: we will watch over you. Harnessing honesty, harnessing owning your own shit, because you can't control what other people do. So when I first started reading this card, I felt like a wall come up. I felt like a fear protection wall, and I often associate protection with fear, and I don't like that. I don't like that I have that association. But what I do appreciate about this card is that I honestly think that all humans are good. I honestly think that all humans come from a place of love, and everyone is doing the best they can with what they have. When people maliciously attack you, like, I honestly don't feel like anyone is like, man, F that person, I'm gonna screw him over. Like, I feel like it really is just like a scared inner part of these people that are like, I gotta protect myself, and what I think is, like, I think they're the threat, so I'm gonna make their life, it's so deep. I feel like the words are not making sense. But even if these people in your life have the best intentions, there's still a possibility that they are holding you back, that they are doing something negative to you, that they are doing something that is not in alignment with your highest good. And it doesn't mean that they have to be doing it on purpose to you. If you have feelings that someone's behavior is detrimental to your success, pay attention to it. Pay attention to it. Ask yourself how much you have to engage with it. Ask yourself how much you have to engage with it. Or are you able to get away from it, right? I feel like that detachment is happening. So the honesty as well. If these people are deceiving you by fear, by acting on their own fear, and they're not able to be honest about what they're actually feeling, so then their actions are twisted and they hurt you, check yourself. Which emotions does Mars in Cancer want you to harness? Honesty. I don't want to tell you that what you did just pissed me off, but I'm feeling this way because this happened. Honesty, instead of, oh, it's okay. Oh, it's all right. You just be you. It's okay. That is detrimental to the other person because then they don't know where you stand. So honesty. Feelings, right? This made me feel this way. Focus on I. Not you made me feel this way. I feel like this. Oh, what up, Eric? Haven't seen you in a long time, just arriving from Seattle. Awesome. Nancy says 3 resonates even stronger based on a recent experience. Yeah, same. April, hurt people hurt people. Yes. And you know how you make sure that you are not hurting? You express. You get it off your chest. You get it out of your body. You move it. You move it through exercise. You process it through your physical body. You get it out. Physical body is also your mouth, speaking it, sharing it. Your physical body is also your arm, writing it in a journal. Nicole has been seeing 444 a lot lately. I woke up this morning at that time. Both my sister and daughter were born at 444. This is an angel number relating to protection. Did you see? Oh, it's having a hard time focusing. Card number 1 was card 44. Jenny says this makes all the sense. Christine, totally agree. It comes from within them. It's about the other person. Yeah. 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 It all comes, yeah. Too many words. Cecilia says, bye, Jacqui. Oh, I thought you said blue Jacqui. Bye, Jacqui. I get to go to a lovely class. Have a wonderful day, friends. Goodbye, Cecilia. April, thank you so much for your donation. Much appreciated. Fatima, first time here? Nice to see you, Fatima. So we asked, which emotions does Mars in Cancer hope you'll harness to move towards your end goal? Mars is in Cancer, September, October. 2 months. Harnessing everything that you're feeling. So what is Mars in Cancer hoping you'll harness? There is a lot of fear that's coming up from these cards. So it's the fear, the uncertainty that is in the background. But we can blend that with the trust in the process, the trust that everything is going to continue through the cycle. The trust will help you have more self-control to detach from the feelings of fear and uncertainty and just let them be in the background. And the honesty of being able to communicate and share what you're going through, what you're experiencing. You don't always have to be the tough guy. You don't always have to be the strong one. It's okay to crumble and say, like, I don't know what's happening. This is scary. You got to be honest with yourself. Because suppressing the fear is not allowing you to use it. Expressing the fear and the uncertainty is allowing it to be used to propel you towards what you want. Does that make sense? So we're going to pull one more card from one more deck. We're going to use an oldie but a goodie. I've only used this a handful of times. We're going to use the Viking Oracle to ask for some advice to help all of these emotions work together. Advice for how to harness all of these different emotions. Fatima, seeing a lot of 13, spiritual awakening. It's so subjective. If you keep seeing a certain number, I recommend that you just do an internet search, meaning of number 13, and take what resonates. Eric, I'm knotted up in a ball of fear. I appreciate this fear that is trying to protect me. Use it to propel you towards what you want. Jennifer has this deck. I love this deck. Excuse me. Advice to help all of these emotions work together. Eric, yes, I'm here to hear from my Viking ancestral wisdom. Hello, Opal. If you guys have been enjoying today's session, if you'd like to offer an exchange of energy in the form of a donation, they're always appreciated. You can donate right here on Insight Timer, or if you would rather use PayPal or Venmo, or grab something off my Amazon wish list, all of those links are in my link tree. It's in my Insight Timer bio. Everything that I'm up to is in my Insight Timer bio. The link tree holds everything. We're still in the middle of Virgo season, and I have a nice little Virgo Spotify playlist in my link tree for you guys. So if you want to listen to songs that just represent Virgo energy to get you in the Virgo mindset, you can take those from there. If you want to join my email list to hear about opportunities to work with me off of Insight Timer, you can join my email list. My coaching session is, the applications are closing tonight for my autumn 3-month coaching package. So there's an email in my link tree. There's a link to read all the information about that if you're curious about that. We're asking for advice to help all of these emotions work together for the next 2 months. Thank you kindly, Eric. Eric says, if you're new to Jacqui, you're lucky to be here. Look up all of her stuff. Thanks, Eric. Jess says, coaching with Jacqui is one of the best things I have ever done for myself. Highly recommend. The last 2 emails have Jess's testimonial split into 2. And you can hear Jess in person talk about how much she has grown from working with me. Thank you for saying that, Jess. You're very sweet. Advice to help all of these emotions work together to move us towards our end goal. This is card number 38. The card is the Halls. I am going to mispronounce a lot of these words. So, the Halls from Valhalla and Folkvanger. You will now be rewarded for your work. Be brave, even if you are afraid. Now is the time to work for the greater good. Volunteer. Here's a little poem. I am content, for I have passed from the world with a sword in my hand, blood spilled in your name. With honor in my heart, I join the All-Father. Or is it golden-haired Freya? I am carried by the winged women, screaming my name. To the Vikings, dying, weapon in hand, fighting to save one's community was considered the most honorable of deaths. Such warriors were rewarded in the Norse afterlife with admittance to either Freya's Hall or Odin's Hall. It was told that Freya had the first pick of the dead, even above Odin. Those whom Freya selected were carried by the mighty winged Valkyries who served her. Freya's chosen dead included brave warriors, as well as women who had died an honorable death, either those who fought on the battlefield or those who had committed suicide rather than endure rape or a life of dishonor. Freya's Hall was known as a hospitable and wondrous place, described as large and beautiful in the Eddas. Those who joined Freya were free to do nothing more than practice their fighting skills in preparation for the battle at the end of days at Ragnarok. Odin's Hall, situated in Asgard, was described in ancient texts as being impressively built, guarded by eagles and wolves, and containing long tables groaning with food and mead. Like those chosen by Freya, the exemplary men that Odin selected to join him in his hall also trained to stand beside Odin at Ragnarok. Do not confuse these halls with the Christian idea of heaven. The halls are not places where spirits lay idle or ready to be reborn. There, life continued in ways the Vikings found ideal, celebrating, fighting, and training in happy, purposeful companionship. Admittance to one of the halls was seen as a reward for honor, for courage, for giving up one's life for the community. The halls remind us to step outside of our own needs and consider the greater good. Advice to help all of these feelings work together to propel you toward your end goal? I just had it. It's coming back. There was a lot said here. What are you running away from and what are you running towards? You're running away from the life that doesn't serve you, from all of the triggering words that came up in Freya's hall description, right? You're running away from the energies of self-deprecation, self-deprivation. You're running away, right? So you might have to sacrifice yourself for the greater good. What are you running towards? What is this beautiful new earth ideal concept that you have in your mind? In order for your life to be beautiful, there kind of has to be a community to support you, right? So what is this dream reality that you're running towards? What does the whole world look like? When you have what you desire, what does everybody else look like? How are you running towards that? I feel like this is like an ego death. How do you get all of these emotions to work together? You gotta let old you go. You gotta detach from old you. Let go of all the parts of you that are not in alignment with this dream future that you have. And I have a story to tell you guys. Let's see what else you guys are talking about. Melinda, thank you kindly for your donation. I super appreciate you. Thank you, April. I'm saying it wrong. Valhalla. Valhalla. I don't know how I'm saying it. Ancient, but the hala means in Latin celebration or victory. Eric says, boom, that hits. I am wearing an eagle sweatshirt and I have a story about the wolf. Sophia, the question was advice to help all of these emotions work together. Leah says, the 11th anniversary of my cat Opal's passing was over the weekend. I asked for a sign from her on Sunday and feel like she gave me a hello when you said hi to Opal. That's cool, Leah. That's cool. There might be more. There might be more about that cat. Eric, I was feeling like giving up on the hard work my heart calls me to do, including my meaningful work and the eco-village I'm helping to build. What part of you do you have to let go, Eric, in order to make this eco-village Eric version real? Opal says, oh, Leah, it's a sign for sure. I am a conduit for the divine. Yes, Opal, yes. I'm glad you have recognized that in yourself. We all are. Ragnarok is the last battle, Jenny, so that makes sense. Eric, I'm feeling the pain of the old scars and scabs. Opal is always with you. April says, you got it. Leah, thanks, Opal. Your tagline in your profile means a lot to me. Dance like no one is watching. Persephone, thank you so much for your donation. Much appreciated. Suki, I am ready to let it go, but others are not. Others are not. Are they your people? So, over the weekend, I went camping, and I took some medicine over the weekend. I had an experience over the weekend, and it was amazing. And unbeknownst to me, the wolf is done. The wolf is done. The wolf part of Jacqui has left the building. This was an intense detachment, but it was so good. And this feels so in line, this, the halls, right? So for those who have been hanging out with me for a while, I had a different medicine experience where I identified with the wolf. I attached to the wolf. I found that I was the wolf. And I was like, man, this makes sense. Let me do some research on the wolf beings. Okay, I'm going to bring this wolf into my life. I'm adorning myself in wolf's clothing. Wolf, 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 right? Wolf, 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 wolf. I found myself a dog that looks like a wolf. Then I am not the wolf. I was attaching to the identity of the wolf in order to give me an identity. And this is a weird detachment. And it was painful. It was a painful separation. I physically felt the identity being ripped off of me. And it's not gone forever. Like, I'm not throwing the wolf away, but it was a form of me that needed to get me through to where I am now. And now I am done with that wolf outfit. It's going in my back pocket. I can bring it out if I need it. And I feel feline energy coming up to be with me now. Very feline. Very feline. And like, getting rid of the wolf clothing is also getting rid of all the people who used me, who used wolf me. Sophia, I can't believe what you're saying. Wait. Sophia says, that's so funny. Just this morning I wrote, I thought I was a wolf. I wanted to be a wolf, but turns out I'm a big cat. And that's so good. That's so funny, Sophia. Was it the puma? Was it the puma for you? Yeah, the feline is coming up a lot. So I'm going to play with that for a while. And I think what I'm learning is that I'm not meant to attach so strongly. I attached to that wolf. I am the wolf. You know how many times I've said that? And I still love the wolf. I still love the energy of the wolf. It's going to be here for me to use when I need it. But I'm tuning more into feline energy. So that is what's happening. Weapons in hand, right? Weapons in hand. So let the old version of you go, right? Maybe Wolf Jacqui wasn't RV Jacqui, and now, yeah, maybe Feline Jacqui is RV Jacqui. So Mars in Cancer, what are you running away from? And what are you running towards? How can you use all of those feelings to take you to where you're going? Let what doesn't serve you leave behind. Leave behind what doesn't serve you. Let it fall away. Let it stay back there, because it's only going to slow you down and it's only going to hold you back. Suki can relate to this. I am everyone else's wolf and I'm tired. Sophia the Jaguar. That's right. That's what you are. April, my mom has always called me a tiger. I will take on anything that my passion is calling. A jumper over barriers, a tackler when needed, and a huge force to be reckoned with. I love that, April. Yeah, I feel, oh my gosh. You know who was the wolf, guys? Okay, so that whole experience that I was like, I am the wolf. Essentially what happened is I saw my husband and I was like, he's a wolf. He is a wolf. So then over the next day, I was looking at myself and I was like, well, what am I? And I was staring at myself in the mirror, like, what am I? What am I? And then the question came up, am I a wolf? And it felt right. So I was like, okay. And then I played with it. And then I did research on it. And then I watched documentaries on it. And it was more and more like, I am the wolf. I am the wolf. And I took the wolf and I called it in and I made the wolf me. This feline thing came to me. You're not a wolf. So the attachment, be aware of your attachment. You can call in the medicine of whatever animal you want to channel for the experience you are trying to have. Just saying. Lisa, I knew you were going to say that, Jacqui. I love it. Sophia says, I literally wrote that this morning, and the fact that you're speaking it out is blowing my effing mind away. I love how connected this whole group is. I think it's really cool. Christine says, so when are you hitting the road? So here's, I gotta ask. So the last time I was here, I threw out this new concept. My goal was to take this companion that I have found now, and the two of us are going to RV around the country. However, I'm ready. Companion not ready yet. It's all good. So instead of rushing someone else, come on, let's go. I'm ready. Catch up for me. Rush your life for me. I'm just going to go. I'm going to start. So at this moment in time, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to start. I'm going to start RVing by myself, and then I'm going to bring this guy with me in time. He's going to join me in time. So I'm in the process right now of trying to decide, do I want to get myself a temporary motorhome that I'm probably going to lose money on when I sell in order to get us our lifetime RV? Or am I ready to just bite the bullet and take the hit and go for it and just start with the motorhome of our dreams? There's one sitting at a lot 15 minutes from here that is like, this is the one. This is the one. When I was in it, I was like, this is the one. I want this one. This is for us. So now it's scary. Do I take that on by myself? That is scary. So maybe. Yeah. So I was also, the last time I was here, I was asking like, hey, does anyone have an RV that you want to sell me? And I have a conversation going with someone about that. It's all scary. I gotta make more money. If I want to just buy this RV that I want, I gotta make more money. And so I'm trying to think about, how do I call in more money? And then I'm getting too much here, not enough here. So that's what's happening. When am I leaving? As soon as I possibly can. But the universe is going to tell me, because I trust that I'm in the process and I'm going through the process, and everything always works out in divine timing. Jenny says, what I got from the last card was passion. Using your passion to get all the feelings in line. I like that. Focus your passion. April Wolf is important. Greetings, Carrie. Sophia under Wolf wrote, lonely, mysterious, dangerous. Under Cat, under Big Cat, savage, sensual, deep. Karen, you were literally a sheep in wolf's clothing. I think I was a cat in wolf's clothing. There's so much more to be unpacked. April, wolf has a beautiful call into the wild and bringing tribe near, but feline does that too. It's just play. It's just play. Motorhome of your dreams. Fiona's been living in an RV since March of 2022. It's the best. I'm here for it. I'm ready for it. Monica, have you RV'd? Never. I've never been in an RV other than just like walking through them. But when you know, you know. When you know, you know. Lisa, ask the cards. I'm sure you have. What are they saying? My ideas have been changing so rapidly. I haven't been able to keep up with the cards because I'm like living life. I want to spend more time with my cards for sure. For sure. Fiona's got a new RV. Fiona, someone else was telling me to talk with you about something else. Maybe it's time we chat. FreeLionProductions.com. You don't say, huh? Lion? Interesting. I'd love to chat. It's been too long. Yeah. Maybe it's time to catch up. Interesting, your dialogue. We are. When was I saying that, April? Can you remind me? Suki, this has been amazing, liberating. It's okay for me to let go of parts of me that are wearing out and give other time to get on board. Thank you. You're welcome, Suki. Thank you for showing up. Fiona, I'd love to chat. Yes, I read that already. Jenny, do you think attachment might be where the deceit is found? Yeah, attachment is a downfall. I honestly feel like attachment is our downfall. Nothing is permanent, and nothing will ever be permanent. When you attach to it, you set yourself up for failure, because it's always going to end. You can also rent RVs like a Verbo. Yes, I know. Go with your gut regarding the RV. Hell yeah, it's happening. It is happening. The details are working themselves out for me. Fiona getting chills. Yes, we must. Cool. Fiona is an amazing soul. I know we all are, but she shines. I think it was Jacqui. I think it was Sidekick Jacqui who was telling me to talk with Fiona about, do you do like a talk show kind of dealio? I feel like that's what it was. April, yes, when you were talking about buying the RV for us, and we will join together. And you're talking about like our little community? Because I am, like, one of the things, so currently my phone, the camera is all jacked. So anytime I open my camera, the stabilization, like, won't chill out. So I haven't been able to take pictures. And the way I've had to take pictures is to take, no, you just now said that. Oh, the way that I've been able to take pictures is I have to take a slow-mo video on, off, and take a screenshot, and it's been ridiculous. I'm waiting for the Apple event so that they release the new phone so the prices go down. But one of the things in the back of my mind is like, before I get this RV, I need a new phone. I need a higher quality camera. I need to be able to share this with y'all. Like, I really want to, I'm doing something wacko. This is wacko. Like, people don't do this, so why not bring you all along? Why not show you everything I'm seeing? Thanks, Fiona. I make stuff and do things. Jacqui, let's chat more soon. I'll email you. Thanks, Fiona. All right, guys. This is the only time I'm here this week. So I will be back next week, Monday and Wednesday, 8:15 Central, as always. Mercury is going to re-enter Virgo. So Mercury's retrograde is over. He is moving forward. He's going to go back into Virgo. We're going to talk about that on Monday. And on Wednesday, we have a Sun-Jupiter square. So come back Monday, Wednesday at 8:15 Central. Thank you guys so much for all of your support today. I appreciate all the donations that have come through always. April says, I'm excited for you. I'm about to radically change my path here in Japan as an American. That's great. April, he's still challenging me. I mean, the planets are here to challenge you all the time. It's part of growth. Part of growth. I sent you Fiona's bio. Thanks, Christine. I super appreciate all of the support that I receive from here. So thank you guys very much. Utilize your opposing emotions for the next 2 months and make shit happen. Sending love to all. Namaste. I will see you guys next Monday, September 9th. Take care.